Most men think intimacy is about technique, but what they don't realize is that a woman can feel the difference between something that's done to her and something that's done with her. And that difference? That's everything. Because when a woman truly feels connected in a moment, her entire energy changes. Her body softens. Her breathing shifts. She becomes more present, more open, more responsive. But when that connection is missing, even if everything looks right on the surface, she disconnects quietly. And most men never even notice it happening. You see, what women respond to isn't just physical touch. It's the intention behind it. It's the awareness, the emotional presence, the ability to read her without her having to explain herself. And this is where most men get it completely wrong. They rush. They focus on what they think they're supposed to do, instead of paying attention to how she's actually reacting. But attraction doesn't build through routine. It builds through awareness, through subtle shifts, through moments that feel real. And if you've ever been with a woman and felt like something was missing, like she wasn't fully there, this is probably why. Because when a woman feels understood in an intimate moment, she doesn't just participate, she responds. And that response, that's what creates chemistry. Now, here's what makes this even more interesting. Women rarely say this out loud. They won't sit you down and explain exactly what makes a moment feel right, or what quietly turns them off. Instead, they show it. In their body language, in their reactions, in the way they either lean in or slowly pull away. And if you don't know how to read those signals, you miss everything. For example, when a woman feels emotionally safe and genuinely attracted, her movements become more natural. There's less hesitation, less resistance. But when she's unsure or not fully engaged, she becomes passive. And that passiveness, most men misinterpret it. They think it means she's okay. But in reality, it often means she's just not fully feeling it. And this is where attraction quietly starts to fade. Because what she's really looking for is not someone who just does the right things. She's looking for someone who feels her, someone who notices the small changes, someone who adjusts without needing instructions. And when that happens, something shifts. Now she's not just experiencing the moment, she's in it. And if you miss this part, you'll misunderstand her completely. Because women don't respond to intensity the way men think they do. They respond to rhythm, to pacing, to anticipation, to that slow build where tension grows naturally instead of being forced. And this is where attraction becomes powerful. Because when you slow down, when you actually pay attention, you start to notice things most men overlook. The way her breathing changes, the way she reacts to certain moments, the way she subtly signals what she likes without saying a word. And once you see that, you can't unsee it. And suddenly, everything becomes easier because you're no longer guessing. You're responding. And that's what creates that feeling women describe as, he just gets it. But the deeper truth is even more revealing. It's not about being perfect. It's about being present. Because presence creates connection. And connection creates desire. And desire, that's never forced. It's felt. And when a woman feels that you're fully there with her, not distracted, not rushing, not performing, just there, her entire experience changes. She relaxes. She opens up. She trusts the moment. And trust is what allows attraction to grow deeper. Not surface level, but something that actually stays with her after it's over. And this is the part most men underestimate. Because they think attraction is built in big moments. But it's not. It's built in the small ones. In the pauses. In the way you take your time. In the way you let the moment breathe instead of trying to control it. And when you do that, she feels it, even if she can't explain it. And that feeling, that's what makes her come back to you mentally, even when you're not there. Because what feels small to you can feel emotionally intense to her. Now here's where it gets even more interesting. Women are extremely aware of energy. They can tell when you're confident and when you're unsure, when you're connected, and when you're just going through the motions. And the moment they feel that disconnect, everything changes. So instead of focusing on doing it right, focus on being in sync. Because when you're in sync with her, you don't need to overthink anything. You just respond naturally. And that's when intimacy stops feeling like something you're trying to achieve and starts feeling like something you're experiencing together. And that's the difference between something she forgets and something she remembers. Because at the end of the day, women don't remember every detail. They remember how you made them feel. And if you can create a moment where she feels seen, understood, and genuinely connected, you've already done more than most men ever will. So, if there's one thing I want you to take from this, it's this. Slow down. Pay attention. Be present, because the moment you stop trying to impress her and start actually feeling the moment with her, that's when everything changes. And if you've ever experienced that shift, you already know exactly what I'm talking about. So tell me, do you think most men are too focused on technique and not enough on connection? Or have you already started noticing the difference?